Hi, my name is Sara. I work in Archer SG under Iwarna Aqua Farm. I'm in year 3 VetTech. So, as working in the nursery, right, my main job is to look after the plants and to conduct sales for the plant stuff. So when I come in, first thing I do is that I take care of my boss Kevin's various pets, like his guinea pigs and his turtles. I water the plants if it's a hot day, chop off dead leaves, things like that. Just regular maintenance stuff. Later in the evening, if I have time, I will sell his plants on Instagram. That's every Tuesday, and just make the plants look good for selling. I like the fact that it allows me to live more or less surrounded by greenery because I find it very soothing, and it really helps me a lot in terms of like my emotional and mental health, I guess. I do find it a very fulfilling job, especially because before I started intern, right, I didn't know anything about plants at all. And like I killed a cactus when I was young, and then every other cactus I've had since died. So I kind of hated plants because of the trauma. So now that I'm here and I'm forced to take care of plants, right, I find that actually plants don't die whenever I touch them, so it makes me feel more happy and fulfilled. Yeah. Because the study of animals and the study of wildlife is so closely related with the study of plants, right? Because animals live in habitats filled with plants and other foliage and greenery. So it's kind of like the same thing, meaning the care of a living thing and how to sustain a living and healthy environment. Honestly, because in TP we learn more about animals, right, and here is more plants, I guess honestly it's not super a lot that I can apply from my education in TP, but the module in wildlife and ecology conservation, they tell you about how to identify different genus, different species, and like they give you the skills how to tell like the certain characteristics of a plant or an animal. This is not so relevant to science, but interacting with customers and doing sales, because the world is so like driven by business and by like money, right? Like you have to do sales and you have to do business in almost every industry you go to, and that I didn't learn any of that from like TP obviously because it's a science course but when I come here I realized that it's actually a really important aspect of like day-to-day life in the workplace so that's something I had to kind of learn on the job. In the nursery, right, a lot of plants actually go for quite high prices. So if a plant becomes damaged, which is quite inevitable because plants are fragile, so if they get damaged, then the customer might be quite unhappy if you don't deal with the damage fast enough or if you don't tell them beforehand. Yes, so because it's a sales job like I said before, a lot of times you have to work on weekends or overtime because sales, so I have to answer queries like even during my off days and off hours. And every Friday my boss does Facebook live sales that can go on quite late at night. The latest was 1+ AM. Because of that I get to claim like half day off. I'll say this can grow some people out, but like some plants will get like mites. So before sending out, right, you have to make sure the plants are free of mites. Then you have to pick off like the spider mites or the mealybugs or aphids or what. When I learned I'm going to be working in the plant section, it's like quite surprising because I didn't expect that at all. But it's also quite like exciting because it's like a new experience. I wouldn't mind because I like what I'm doing here and I like the sales aspect, I like the plants, but I've also wanted to pursue more in like veterinary studies as a vet tech. So maybe I'll try to do both alongside each other if that's possible. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Kelly and I'm working at Iwarna this year. So as an intern, I basically help out around the farm and I manage the auction sales on Telegram. So in the morning when we come in, I will do water testing and then I will rearrange the corals to make sure they are neat. And then throughout the day, I will help out with walking sales, and then at night, I will do my auction sales. I think what I really enjoy most about this is that we get to see customers that come in and they are very happy with whatever they bought. Or like new customers to this industry, when we give them advice on how they should set up their tank and stuff, and then they come back and like, oh yeah, your advice worked very well, and I think that makes me very happy. Customers are overbearing and rude, and I think that's like my least favorite part, like dealing with them. I will try to explain to them that I'm an intern. Like a lot of the things that I say or like the prices for example, it's not up to me. And if they are like still very demanding, I'll just push them to my supervisor. I know like quite a bit of seniors that interned here before, and then I did talk to them and they said we had fun, and I agree it's fun. It's a bit tiring so I guess like half met. So I work on Saturdays, and because of that I get to choose a weekday off. I OT for options, but I get to accumulate my hours for either half day or off days. In TP we got a lot of hands-on work and like husbandry work. So down here when like oh, can you help clean the tank or something like that, I'm not disgusted by it. I just do it because they're used to it in TP. I think TP focuses a lot on food fish. So down here is a ornamental fish farm. Got to pick up a lot of like the names of the fish and corals especially, because we don't touch on corals in TP, and that was like something I can learn quick as I go. Yeah. I would say like cleaning up the tanks and like a lot of fragging. It gets very messy, but it's important it's needed for the job. In a sense, yes, maybe not exactly like fish shop, but with animals, yeah, I guess I will continue. Okay, I really think aquaculture is fun. It's a very good experience and it's a different experience, and it's something that if you are passionate about, you should go and try it out. Because fish shop they are hiring, they require experience, and this is your first step if you are interested.